Hello, independent voter, old and computer illiterate. I call this one Killing in America, the RENEE good story. Now, there's a whole lot of stuff out there right now. She tried to run him over, he just shot her. And there's pictures floating around with her celebrating Charlie Kirk's death. Some say it's photoshopped, some say it's AI. I don't like AI because you could take a person's, actually make them say whatever you want them to say. I don't dig AI, period. But all this because this woman was shot dead. To all protesters, if you want to stand nearby and protest what ICE is doing, fine. But you do not get to block them from doing their job. In my opinion, protesters that get in the way of a federal operation should be arrested. And I was reading about this woman that, okay, she was married, her husband died, she became a lesbian, okay, she traded a penis for a dildo. I don't care about that. I care less than nothing about a person's sexuality. And then I read that she was a paid protester. All paid protesters should be arrested. But who should really be arrested are the people that pay these people to be violent, to be obstructive. And we all know there's a couple of guys that do this, but the most popular is Satan Soros. His funds and his son's funds should be frozen and they should be banned from America. Anybody that pays people, hey, go out there and start some trouble. Those people should have their funds confiscated and they should be banned from America. I don't care if they're billionaires. And if this woman wasn't a protester, she'd still be alive today, whether she was getting paid or not. You want to protest, you stand nearby and you speak your mind. But if you block a federal investigation, you're trying to stop people that work for the government from doing their job. Independent voter, old and computer illiterate. I want every illegal immigrant out of this country. Being an American citizen is a privilege, not a human right. And stop calling them asylum seekers. They're not politically oppressed in their country. And I read that President Trump wants to stop all Somali immigration or all Muslim immigration, I read somewhere else. In my opinion, I want all immigration stopped for 3 years. No, sorry, we're not accepting anybody. If you're on the list that you want to come in the right way, you're going to have to wait another 3 years because we got a clean house. And please spare me the motherfucking bullshit. Americans won't do the jobs. Who's going to pick the crops? Who's going to clean our houses for you rich bastards that can afford that? Americans will do the job. You're just going to have to pay a decent wage. Because that's why all those rich and filthy rich motherfuckers want illegal immigration. I'm sorry this woman died. I'm sorry when anybody dies. Memento mori, motherfuckers. But this woman, if she wasn't a protester, she wouldn't be dead. But we've gotten so indoctrinated because of the screen, man, because of TV. All, you know, I'm into movies, man. You want to put violence in the movies, but what has happened is that it has desensitized us until it happens to you or somebody close to you. When you see somebody else about a story, somebody getting murdered, somebody getting killed, of course, human nature, you feel bad. But until it happens to someone you love, you don't really know the pain. If Renee Good wasn't a protester, she wouldn't be dead. And to me, that's what sucks. Old, independent voter and computer illiterate, man. I know us old people, we repeat ourselves. But all protesters should be arrested if they get in the way of ICE. Let them do their job. Are some people going to get checked that are citizens? Okay, big fucking deal. They show their ID, that they proof that they're an American citizen. Okay. Hey, people make fucking mistakes. Anybody listen to this ever make a mistake? So in closing, because I got to time this stuff, because my fellow Americans' attention span is like nothing. The bottom line is, if Renee Good wasn't a protester, she wouldn't be dead. Thank you for listening.